Taking a live look at our nation's capital, where day one of the government shutdown is in the books, and so far no resolution in sight. Instead, both sides are focused on blaming the other. Republicans want to extend the current government spending levels. Republicans are accusing Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer of caving to the more progressive wing of his party. But Schumer and other Democrats say they want Obamacare and Medicaid funding. They say without it, Americans will lose their health care.
They said to us, we will open the government, but only if you give billions of dollars of funding for health care for illegal aliens. That's a ridiculous proposition.
The health care system wasn't great even before they did all their damage. They're making it much, much worse.
In the meantime, tens of thousands of non-essential federal workers are being furloughed. OMB Director Russ Vought says billions of green energy grants are being canceled and some major infrastructure projects put on pause. The Senate likely won't hold another vote to fund the government until Friday. Now at 10, the government shutdown is hitting home for people who work at the CDC, of course, based here in Atlanta. More than 8,700 workers have been furloughed, according to the Public Health Agency's plan. Fox 5's Rob D'Arienzo is at the live desk tonight. And Rob, you spoke with some current CDC employees. What are they saying tonight?
Hey there, Courtney. Well, CDC employees have told me on the inside, morale has never been lower, with more than a half of the Public Health Agency's workforce now off the job tonight. They worry about what will come next. The headquarters for the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention were a lot quieter Wednesday.
It's like a dead zone. A lot of sad faces.
More than half of the CDC's staff has been furloughed due to the government shutdown. About 8,700. Of those, 1,500 could just lose their jobs altogether.
I mean, for those of us that are still working there, morale has never been lower, honestly.
Peter Ferruccia is a CDC worker who is the chairman of their union, AFGE Local 2883. He says starting before the shutdown, there has been a mass exodus of doctors and experts after the shooting there in August, along with funding cuts and policy changes from the Trump administration.
I have been furloughed today, and we don't know how long this government shutdown will last.
According to CDC documents, here's some of what's stopped. Research into public health risks and disease prevention, as well as efforts to prevent opioid overdoses and diabetes and the spread of HIV. But it promises to, quote, continue to protect human life and property, such as monitoring for disease outbreaks.
There's going to be some pretty immediate effects across a lot of different health programs.
Ferruccia says those effects include federal money for state and local health departments.
This is going to have a ripple effect in the city of Atlanta if it's not taken care of right away.
Atlanta City Council member Marcy Collier Overstreet is worried about the impact on the local economy, with so many in the city's workforce not working right now.
There is no way that we're going to be fine if we have thousands of employees furloughed or fired.
We're just shocked that it actually happened, you know, but we're here to do a job.
And the council member promises the city will help furloughed and laid off federal workers connect with local nonprofits for assistance. The furlough notice those employees received says the agency expects it to last less than 30 days, but with no deal on the table in D.C. At this point, Courtney, there's just not a guarantee. Back to you.
Yeah, all right, we'll see what happens. Rob, thanks. The biggest impact of the shutdown for most people will be at our nation's airports. TSA agents are classified as essential workers, though, and will continue to work without pay. So are the country's air traffic controllers, but some worry we could see a repeat of the shutdown from 2018 when many of those workers called in sick. Experts say just be patient and give yourself extra time if you have a flight in the next few days. Of course, the TSA isn't the only agency impacted. The U.S. Postal Service, banks, courts, and federal law enforcement agencies will remain open during the shutdown, but you might encounter disruptions or delays. Tours of the U.S. Capitol, White House, and FBI building will be shut down, and Smithsonian museums may be closed if the shutdown continues. Fox 5 is keeping a close eye on all of the developments. Just head to our website, fox5atlanta.com, for any updates, including the latest on negotiations, how government agencies are responding, and what comes next.